Our next selection we're going to perform for you is called Christmas Tree March, and it's going to be conducted by a very special person we've had working with us now for about 8 or 9 weeks or so. His name is Mr. Nick Matusi. He's our student teacher from Youngstown State University. Wonderful trumpet player, vocal music major as well, so he did a couple years in instrumental music and then switched over to vocal track. So when he did his first 8 weeks of student teaching, he spent up in Jefferson area schools, which is located up Route 11, up in Ashtabula County there, about 45 minutes away from here or so. And then he spent his next 8-week assignment here at Canfield Village Middle School working with the instrumental department. He's been very helpful in grades 5, 6, 7, and 8. Done a wonderful job working with our trumpet sections, particularly our trumpets, but all the bands, and working with the various sections and in full band rehearsal. He's a graduate of Austintown Fitch High School and will be graduating this Sunday, is commencement at YSU, so then he will have his degree, so how about that? I had a chance in between our 6th grade band concert was a little bit earlier this evening. I had a chance to meet his mom and grandma in between the shows, and they're so proud of him and, you know, watching him conduct tonight, and just proud mom and proud grandma, as you can imagine. So please welcome Mr. Nick Matusi to the stage to conduct Christmas Tree March. How about a big round of applause for Santa's helper on the sleigh bells, Mr. Enzo Farina. The 7th grade band is going to close their portion of the concert, and then after they're done, we're going to make a real quick set change, have the 8th graders come up very quickly, and have their part of the program here real shortly for you. The last number for the 7th grade band is a neat little piece. It includes some classical music, Orpheus from the Underworld by Offenbach, and mixed in with some Christmas carols, and it's entitled Can Santa Can. So I hope you enjoy this tune. Before we do that last selection, I forgot, we have a very special treat for you. So these 7th graders have sat through, let's see, 5 pep rallies at the middle school since they've arrived at the middle school in 5th grade. And each of the pep rallies they've watched, these 5 pep rallies when 2 in 5th grade, 2 in 6th, 1 now in 7th. They've watched the 8th grade band up on stage perform at these various pep rallies, and they've noticed that every year the 8th graders have their music memorized. So we have a very, very special treat tonight that the 7th grade band has been working on. They're going to play for you guys the Canfield High School alma mater from memory, and tonight's version is what we just call in unison. But they're going to stand and play that for you in preparation for next year when they get ready to do the pep band music. And then when they get to high school, of course, they have to memorize their music for marching band and the parades, the Memorial Day Parade, July 4th Parade, etc. So this is in preparation for that. And then our long-term goal is to play the actual high school arrangement of the alma mater for you guys at the spring concert, and we'll have that one memorized as well. So here's the easy version of alma mater, and then we'll do the hard version in May. So let's have everybody gets to stand up except for the tubas and French horns, and that's because the awkwardness of the instruments. Those guys don't have to stand, but everybody else stand up, and let's show them how we do alma mater from memory. So Mr. O'Donnell is sitting backstage, and he just gave me a thumbs up on that, saying, oh, yeah, we're in good shape for the next few years with the high school marching band, because if they've already got that memorized, nowhere else to go but up from there. That was great, guys. Congratulations. All right, now we're going to finish with Can Santa Can Can. So the 8th grade band had a very, very special treat last Saturday. They were invited to play at the 52nd Annual Ohio Band Directors Conference at the University of Akron. And this is a very prestigious event. It's one where you get one middle school band from the entire state of Ohio gets invited to play each year, along with usually one high school band. This year there were two, but they both were from Massillon-Jackson School District. But it's a very, very big honor to get invited to play there. This was our 4th appearance being at the OBDC over the last, 20 years or so. The latest time was in 2017, and then we were invited back to play this year. So when you see in your program some titles of songs that don't quite look very Christmassy, that's because we just played our OBDC concert last Saturday. So we were very fortunate, though, and the kids did an outstanding job. You'll see in your program the last two numbers that we're going to be playing tonight, the Hark the Herald Trumpets Swing, and Rockin' St. Nick is two pieces of music that we learned just this past week. We put it together from Monday through Friday, and then we touched it up a little bit yesterday and a little bit today. So they learned two new pieces of music in a very, very short amount of time. But we're going to play for you some of the OBDC program. We actually did 5 pieces of music there last Saturday. We decided to play 3 of them for you this evening. We have Brook Park Overture, Destiny Awaits, and Struck by the Ree. And the very cool thing about Struck by the Ree was the composer, Mr. William Owens, is a former band director, taught for, I think, 30-some years, all across the country, but he kind of settled in Texas. And he was with us a week ago Thursday. He came to Canfield Village Middle School and spent about an hour and 15 minutes working with the kids on his piece of music called Struck by the Ree. And that was really, really fun to have the composer in our school district and in our building working with the kids. And then he conducted the piece at the OBDC concert last Saturday. So it was quite an honor for the 8th grade band. So this is their last time playing through this music. And we hope you enjoy these 3 pieces from that concert. And then we'll do a couple Christmas selections to close things out. At this time, I'm going to invite one of our Canfield band parent officers and very wonderful guy that we have on our band parent executive crew. This is Mr. David Mullane, and he's going to speak a few words to you guys about what it is to be a Canfield band parent and how all of you can get involved with your children here at the band program. So here is Mr. Dave Mullane.
Good evening. How good was that? How about another round of applause for these students up here? And that is really what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's really all about. We want to hear our students excel and come together to play great music, and it's a pleasure to be here to talk to you tonight about our Band Parents organization. And specifically, I'm the chair of the Friends of Canfield Bands organization. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But first of all, as a band parent, which many of you here tonight are, even though you might not have a student in high school band yet, like I do. My son's a freshman. You're all band parents, those of you that have students that are performing here tonight. So first and foremost, on behalf of the parents, I just want to thank our directors. These men are so dedicated. They're so inspirational. They're so patient. And if you don't have a student in high school yet, you don't know this, but they're out there in the heat of the summer every day, in the cold of those fall Friday nights, rain or shine, with our kids, helping them grow as instrumentalists. So we're so grateful for them. At the high school, Mr. O'Donnell, the middle school, Mr. Volnick, and down in the elementaries, Mr. Fay, who plants those seeds with our students at a very young age. How about a round of applause for those gentlemen? Importantly, as a member of the parent board, we also want to thank you as parents. We appreciate your effort in keeping your students plugged into instrumental music. Many of you take them to private lessons. Many of you listen to them play. And we all know sometimes that's really good, and sometimes maybe that's not so good. But that encouragement helps them grow, and that's part of being a band parent. So we appreciate you. We appreciate those private teachers that help our kids grow, and we'll talk about some of those in a moment. And students, we also appreciate you. My wife and I are both educators. I was an educator for 20 years, and I quit when I found out that Canfield was hiring Kyle O'Donnell to be the band director because he was my student. And I told my wife, I said, that means it's time for me to get out of here. I'm getting too old for this. So Mr. O'Donnell was my student, if you can believe that. I'm so proud of him and to see him where he's at. And students, I just want to encourage you as a band parent, stay in band, right? Stay in band. We want to see every student up here as part of our high school program next year. My son and the children of my friends who are freshmen this year have had an incredible, incredible experience. It's my son's favorite thing that he does. He loves the band, and it's been a great, great, great year so far. And think about this. These students, our freshmen, got to spend all of July, or most of July, and all of August with sophomores, juniors, and seniors from this school who mentored them, who coached them, who inspired them. And every one of these freshmen started school with 100 or more friends. It's unbelievable to see what these upperclassmen have done for our freshman students on the way into this building. Your 8th grade students will experience that as well, as will our 7th graders who are sitting out here 2 years from now. So please stay in band. We'd love to have every student who's participating now continue on into high school, and marching band is an absolute blast. It truly is. With that, let's talk a little bit about the Band Parents Organization. You're going to see a lot of communication from us in 2024. We really want to get more parents involved earlier and earlier. You do not have to wait until high school, or you do not have to wait until your child's in high school to be plugged into what we do as band parents. So we have a new website coming in the next couple of days here, actually. Check that out. Go look at those meetings that we have, attend them, attend our high school events, come see what your high school students are doing, bring your young musicians to those events, and if you see a high school student playing an instrument that your child's playing, come on over and talk to our students. Introduce your child and let those students start to mentor them at a younger age. We would love to have you come to our meetings. We meet once a month. It varies when we meet, so check the website and look for that email communication from us. Importantly, in your program, there should be a QR code. We're trying to collect updated contact information for all of our parents. For some of you, the information that the school has might be years old. It might be an old phone number. It might be an old email address. Please go to that QR code. I think it's in the program. And update that contact information for us so that we can communicate with you. On top of that, we're going to be talking a lot in 2024 about opportunities to volunteer as band parents. And again, that's not just high school, that's 5 through 12. So, as I said earlier, I'm the chair of the Friends of Canfield Band. Out after this event in the cafeteria, we're going to have some flyers about our campaign for fundraising for Canfield band parents. Please consider helping with this. If you can't donate personally, try to ask somebody to donate. These funds go to things that help all of our instrumental music students in the district. And I'm not going to read them all to you, but to me, one of the most important things is the band parents pay for the majority of the paraprofessional salaries. These are individuals who come in and teach our students in sectionals. That's so, so important. When you look at how many students are up here, Mr. Volnick, even though he's amazing, he can't possibly break all these students up into their instrument groups and be that specialist all the time. So as band parents, we raise funds to provide paraprofessionals that lead those sectionals, and they're absolutely amazing people that help our kids grow in addition to our band parents. One really unique thing about Canfield, I was an administrator in multiple districts. When you come to this event tonight, you don't pay to get in. That's another reason we do fundraising. Many, many other districts charge for every concert. We don't do that here in Canfield, but that requires us as band parents to work hard on that fundraising side to build those opportunities for our kids. Some other things that money goes towards: purchasing new instruments and equipment for our kids in all grades, repairing and maintaining instruments that our kids use from year to year. Things like those paraprofessionals like I talked about, sheet music, contest entrance fees, uniforms, and many, many other things that we help provide as band parents. So out after the concert, please grab one of these flyers. Please consider helping us raise funds for our campaign. And please get involved in the Canfield Band Parents. We'd love to get to know you. And that's a really important last statement. The more involved you are in grades 5, 6, 7, 8, the better experience your child's going to have in high school. You'll get to spend more time with the directors, and you'll get to know many, many great parents that have kids that love doing what your kid loves doing. Have a great evening. Thank you so much. Nice to be here with you, and happy holidays.
That's a tough act to follow with Mr. Mullane, but I just want to let you know in the spirit of giving that we will have some high school students at the doors on the way out. And if you would be so kind that you would like to put a donation into our sheet music bag, they'll be collecting spare change or dollar bills or 5s or 10s or 20s or 50s, whatever you feel like giving. And that all goes to our sheet music account. And we use that in grades 5 through 12. And it's a nice way to purchase new music for the kids to play. I want to thank all the band parents who supported tonight by bringing cookies or brownies or cupcakes for our reception afterwards. I would like to also thank our Canfield band parents for sponsoring our cookie and cocoa reception after the concert. So please join everybody in the cafeteria and enjoy all the goodies. And I believe they will have some signs out in the cafeteria as well. You might have seen some of these around town, the yard signs. If you purchase one of these for $10, it'll come with the yard stake. And it's really, really cool to see these around town. You know, I see quite a few of these, and I see lots of sports ones too. And we're trying to build the band culture in Canfield, which is something that you are well aware of, that, you know, it's a sports community, and like every other community, it's very heavily into the sports scene, but we would love to get more band signs out there and get a positive band culture feeling with our kids as well. 7th graders do awesome. 8th grade band has done awesome. Our 5th and 6th graders do a wonderful job, and our high school kids are fantastic. And speaking of that, if you're not doing anything on Thursday evening, you can come back and hear our 2 high school concert band and symphonic band conducted by Mr. O'Donnell. They'll be providing some wonderful holiday music for you on Thursday if you're looking for something to do. So without further ado, we're going to do our final 2 numbers. This is Hark the Herald Trumpet Swing, obviously featuring our trumpet section. And then we'll feature Mr. Matusi, our student teacher, will be out to do the Rockin' St. Nick song. And here is Mr. Matusi to conduct Rockin' St. Nick, and then we'll see you all out at the cookie and cocoa reception afterwards. Happy holidays, everybody.